What's up, everyone? Necrovari is back with another episode of FTB Infinity Evolved on the Necrovarium server. So, I am located here up on One Tree Hill, so says the text on the lower left-hand corner, if I don't forget to put it in at least. And we are going to do a quick tour, world tour, base tour, whatever, because a lot of things have changed since my last episode. Now, there's a little bit of backstory here. Number one is I have recorded previously. I recorded everything up to this point. However, the way that I recorded it, something got all messed up. And, well, let's just say that the recording didn't go as well as I thought it was supposed to go. And I had to throw it away. So, my own fault on that. I messed up the audio. But as you can see down here, things are definitely a-changing, and we have more down there to go through. So let us start. If you are just joining us in the series, this is the Necro Labs. This is my pride and joy. And over here, I'll start in this because this is like the main area that I hang out at. This is the Necro Labs main power room. Everything will be located in the lower left-hand corner when I say it, I'm sure, because I'll always put that in there because I like people to know where I'm at. Now, right now we are generating power because when I joined, it's been a while since I've been on, and I burned through everything in my vat here, or the vat, I should say. We do have a, oh my god, what's it called? A combustion generator on down below. Let's head on down there real quick. As you can see, that's generating 60 RF per tick. We have water coming in from the room next door. There's a little pool in there, and then we have hooch here, which we are burning. My plan overall, once I really start sucking power out of this place, is to get 4 of these in a configuration and then close this room off completely so I never have to access it again. Anyways, let us continue on. If we come down this wing here, we will see that this is the ore library. That's what I've decided to call it. That is what it will maintain itself as. This room specifically houses every ore that I use. So alloys and yellorium, silver, and all this other good stuff. And this is here because of this guy right here. Now, this is my pride and joy. This is my ore processing or ore smelting stuff. So let me just give you a brief overview here of what's going on. So ore's coming through this ender chest, which I have an ender pouch right here. If I open it up, you'll hear it go just like that. There we go. Gets pumped down here. This diamond pipe tells all these ores to go to the right and the rest of these ores to go to the left. They then go through an item buffer, which then pumps it down to a sag mill, which has nothing in it to help increase anything. The dusts then get pumped to another item buffer, and then they go into the alloy smelter. Now, these alloy smelters pump down underneath the floor here, and there's diamond pipes located here that divide everything up, and anything that does not belong in here continues on down its path over to this wing here. Now, this is the north wing, I believe. Yes, it is. The pipe comes down here, meets up with a power transformer for logistics pipes, pardon me, and everything is routed in here accordingly. So far we have one area done of the logistics hallway. This is the place where all the building stuff is going to be, as long as all the woods as well. And it's overall just a good thing. We also have an oreberry farm on the other side of this wall here. We'll walk by that later. And as you can see, I have extended this barrel logistics pipe system down this hallway. So when it expands down here, I'm ready. That's still always a work in progress, as always. If we head down this way, we will see that we have my oreberry farm, which I had to make some minor modifications to. Now, not every station in the oreberry farm is filled. I haven't really made any modifications to that yet, but we did get a sludge tanks here because these machines were filling up with so much sludge they stopped working, and they were not producing oreberries, and they're not producing very many right now because I don't have them all set up for like the amount of oreberries that I want. This oreberry farm is supposed to suffice for iron, gold, copper, and tin, as well as aluminum, but I just haven't set all of them up yet. Overall, there's 3, 6, 9 little 3x3 squares that I can fit oreberry bushes in. Haven't really made too much of it yet, but as you can tell, this is dark clear glass, so mobs do spawn in there, but the low light provides the best for oreberries to grow. We did, after Chuck finally bothered me all the time on it, because he came in and broke a couple blocks, I finished this up with his help and his generous donation, thank you Chuck, of marble bricks. We have my bedroom here. In fact, is it nighttime right now? No, it is not. We have my bedroom here. I don't know what this XP bottler is for yet. I haven't figured that out. But I do also have my very pride and joy, and me and Sleyvas got this together, the Crimson Cult banner. So that's pretty cool. I like that. But just a little thing there. If we head on upstairs, we will see that we have opened this up, and I don't know what the heck's going on. Somebody used this. Somebody used this. That's okay. This is the XP shower, so I can come over here, step on this thing, it'll suck the XP out of me and up into this tank, and then if I wanted to get this back, I could just be like, pull a lever, get a little bit of a shower, and do so like that. It is a 1-for-1 ratio. Just kind of like after a long adventure, you want to store up on that, and that's available for anybody else to come in and really use it. Okay, enough about all that stuff. Let's head on outside. Now, as you can see, the entryway is different. Necro, there's a chest here with a bunch of crap in there. There's a tank with mob essence in there as well. Let's head on out to the decontamination center. Now, this is a janky decontamination center. It's got a little mob grinder in there that just hangs out, does what it's got to do. Anything that walks in there, it kills. And this coffin is from Chuck. I actually gave this to him. He didn't realize I gave it to him, and he gave it back. I don't really want it, but I'll just leave it there for fun. And we got a mailbox. Mailbox is owned by Zephyrus, so I will get into Zephyrus a little bit later because that is a big news that's happening on the server. What I need to do first, though, is I need to go get a book that I totally forgot about. I think I actually don't know where the heck it went. There it is. Book of Zephyrus. Okay. So, just a little bit of a heads up. Now, previously, the ruling member, I guess I'm going to call it, was the administration. They were the ruling party of Necrovarium. They made all the rules. They made everything. They answered the call when we needed them, and as you can see, if anybody's familiar, if we look over there, there's a giant hole in the wall. There's no more rule board. So one day I woke up. I didn't wake up. Well, I woke up because I had to get on the server, but I came outside and there was a chest right where this coffin is, and it had this book in there, and this book is from somebody called Zephyrus. We're going to take a look at it. It says, "Hello, Necrovarius. I am Zephyrus, god of Necrovarium. Fear the administration no more. Pray at my garden." So I got that book, and I was like, that's really weird. And it gives you some coordinates, 125, negative 158. So we're going to head over that direction there, because it was really weird. I didn't actually notice that was gone when I first came in. I was like, what the heck? So I went right for that. We do have a willow tree as well, a little off topic. I have this tree. It's pretty cool. It's a willow. Let's head on over there, and I will use my newly found power of the Rod of the Skies, which is from Britannia. If you haven't ever had one, don't look over there. I'll tell you about that in a couple minutes. If you ever had one, it's awesome. So I run, I jump, I hit it, I fly in the air, and then I use my hang glider, and we will glide over there. Now, if you've seen one of Chuck's previous episodes, I will make a quick pit stop here because this was once the administrators. I don't know what to call it. It was like a house of some sort. It was a big round disc with windows and stuff. Chuck said there was nothing much in there, and I can see there's blocks already missing because I remember it used to be copper blocks here, but I don't really know what to say about that. There was nothing really much in here. He came and flew up here once and looked inside, but it was destroyed, and we found over here. What the heck? Oh, interesting. Okay. We found over here that there was a skeleton here, and next to it were the colors of black, orange, black, which was the administration's colors. So we figured this must be the administration. So Zephyrus all of a sudden comes up, shows up, gives us his book, says, "Hey, fear the administration no more. Come over here. This place is all destroyed." You saw the dungeon over there that was once the two-player talent challenge dungeon that me and Chuck did. I'll throw the video down below and link it. But that's destroyed completely as well. Not the whole dungeon, just the color parts of it, like the outside of it, and all the blocks on the inside where like we jumped over the lava and stuff. That's all gone. And so I looked at those coordinates and I was like, what the butt is going on here? And we came over yonder, and as we can see, there's this here. Now, it's been long enough where we've kind of already communicated with the god, Zephyrus. So we're going to take a look in here, and there's this book left behind. I hear a skelly. I don't like it. Let's read that book real quick. It says Garden. This is the Garden of Zephyrus. It stands as a symbol of peace to the mortals of Necrovarium. Enter and rest. As the world around you changes, so shall the garden. Return here and pray at my ever-flowing fountain. I will hear your prayers and answer upon them when I see fit. So that was good news. So the administration's gone. No more rules, which is even better. And now we have this god who seems to be pretty chill about stuff. So we've reached out to the god already. We asked him, I'm assuming it's a him, I'm 90% sure it's a him, but we asked him this. This is the prayer of Necro. So me and Chuck came together and we said, what are we going to ask for? What are we going to pray for? So we said, Zephyrus, almighty god of Necrovarium, I ask the following. Number 1, a more stable power system within the community center. As you know, since the administration's gone, I no longer have to build the machine for pigs, which is good because there was a lot of problems with it and I wasn't very happy with it. So we asked for that, and then we said, number 2, power to each of the dwellings upstairs so that we may use our own machines. I tossed that in this chest here, and it looks like the chest isn't hooked up to anything. It does have red, 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 which is interesting, but they gave an answer to prayer. It says, I have changed the layout of the community center. We'll go check that out in a couple minutes. The power system I have provided should suffice. However, it may require constant fuel. I have worked hard. I require rest. I may be silent. However, know that I am always watching. So we're just going to put that back in there as well. So in case you're curious, the blocks that they're taking a look here, this is fantasy block. I really enjoy this. And I think this is really cool. I like this. It's like a gemstone just hovering up there. It's made of hard ice and just flowing water in this fountain. Sick stuff. But yeah, I'm really curious to see what happens to this garden. It says, as the world changes around you, so shall the garden. So I don't really know what that means. But let's take a look over to the community center. Let's head on over. And right now would be a good time to do B-roll, but I don't really feel like it. There we go. Let's just land here. And then, there we go. That's what I wanted. So, this is the community center, as most of you know. If you've been following the series, this was the first thing we asked the administration for, and the price for which that he required was Chuck the Viking had to draw a symbol or create a symbol in the world and for use as like floor decorations or something like that. And then as I said, I had to create the power system for this place, but I had to use pigs to power it, which was its own challenge in itself, which seems like a very unfair challenge, I guess. I mean, I was up for it, but I lost a lot of resources in that since it's no longer there and is replaced with this. So I took a look and I was like, what the butt is going on? This is the big reactor that was created by Zephyrus, and there is a... Chuck. There's a book in here that says Machine for Pigs. Let's take a look at that. This machine shall be no longer. It disgusts me for the meaningless violence of which it partakes. Interesting. To repay for the sins of the administration, I shall build your power source. And it came up with this. Zephyrus came up with this. Excuse me. I don't know whose this is, but I'm taking it. So this is a big reactor. It requires whatever Yellorite. And then it looks like it pumps out cyanite and plutonium. And I think I need to recycle some of that. So I'm actually going to grab a stack of that real quick. And just crop that into here because I think this reprocesses it. Yeah, it does. It takes a little bit of time, I think, though. And then plutonium. I think you can run plutonium for power, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, you can. Okay, that's good. But yeah, so this is pretty interesting. I don't know a ton about these. I had to relearn it. But I'm sure there's a way that over time, since we don't have the rules, and so far the god hasn't said anything about us like changing anything that they've built. But, so that'll be cool, and we'll see how that goes. But yeah, so this is providing power to the, what am I doing with this? To the community center, and the layout's changed as well. Let's head on upstairs. Before I go any further, I'm going to take a bite here. There we go. So, if you remember how it used to look, I don't remember if I did a video on that. I think I did. But now it looks like this, which I think is a lot cleaner too. I really like the way this is laid out. So we have a bunch of sag mills here. We have a bunch of alloy smelters. We have a bunch of painting machines, some slice and splices, which I don't know what those are really for, and then a crafter, which I think is an automatic crafter. I'm not really sure. I haven't messed with it yet. We do have a bunch of forestry stuff as well, forestry from Minecraft, as well as some squeezers here, which is cool, and a little bit of water. And then over here, this is really cool. I really like this. This is all stuff from Industrial Craft. In fact, I was using this earlier. There we go. I was using this to make scrap because I have so much sugar at the Necro Labs that I just can't. Ooh, a slime ball. That's good. I'm literally just. There we go. I have so much sugar at the Necro Labs, and I'm not using any of it. And it's like, well, you know, what are you gonna do, right? So I just started throwing it in there, all this sugar. So yeah, Industrial Craft 2 stuff, which is actually powered by immersive engineering stuff, which I didn't know this before. This is hooked up to, let's see if I have a wrench here. I do. This is hooked up to an energy conduit from Ender.io, which and Industrial Craft is hooked up to that. Now these take EU, which is a different source of power. Think AC, DC. This is RF, and it gets transformed into EU just by using these things, which is just awesome. Love that. That's really cool. We have the giant capacitors here. We also have, I don't know what these are from. These are from thermal expansion. We have like a I don't know how to say that. An assembler, magma crucible, sawmill, and an induction smelter, which sick stuff. And then we have this open area back here. This is Chuck's machine, I think. Nothing really different there, but yeah, so I don't know if this is supposed to be for us, like putting our own machines in here, if we can decorate it any way we want, but or if it's for like future expansion or what. Nonetheless, let us continue the tour. So the second prayer that we asked was power to our rooms. Now, none of us have. Okay, I was gonna say none of us have selected a room. Maybe this is Chuck's then, I'm assuming. I don't know whose room this is. I'm assuming that might be Chuck's then. I don't think Sleyvas is that far along. We'll talk about Sleyvas in a minute. Yeah, I haven't selected my room yet either. And then we come over here to this place, which has a really cool view. I never realized this. The sun rises over there. That's really cool. But there's this room, and if we look over here, it's got this wall here. And this is the map wall. So I'm assuming this is something that we can use to put maps up on and make a giant map. Wow, I'm just lagging here. I'm sorry, guys. I think it's because of... Actually, I have no reason why it is. Anyways, let's continue on. Come upstairs, we have the ME system, which Chuck has been using quite liberally, which is good because it needs usage. He's got a bunch of stuff in there as well. Some bloodwood, interesting. Block of bronze. He's got a lot of stuff in there, which is really cool. He's actually got a broken spawner for skeleton in there. He's got a lot of stuff. So if anybody new on the server comes on and says, "Oh man, I need some stuff," they get sent over here. Okay, that is the community center. We are now going to go over to one of the two people's houses. So we're going over to Chuck's house. We're going to do a quick update on that because he has made quite the change. We're going to go through his portal here. So, whoa, check this place out, huh? Chuck's been doing a little bit of work here. I don't know. Where did he get that from? I have his head as well, so something must have killed him. That's interesting. But, yeah, he's redone this. He's redone a lot of the land, actually. I don't know why the heck I'm lagging so bad. I'm sorry, guys. But, yeah, he's done a lot of work out here. And he's got this stuff going on. So he's got a lot of solar panels as well, which is cool. If we head on down here, we can see it's to a bat box, which goes into his house. As well as this. This actually might be the cause of the lag because of all these, all the particles here. But he does have... Oh, that's a really neat door. He's got his farm down here with a pump that goes up to yonder, which is pretty cool. He's got a garage door, which is sick. Bloop, bloop. There we go. Oh, he's emptied all of his barrels out, too. That's fascinating. Metal former. I think he showed me that. An electric furnace. He's got a sky stone chest, which has got a lot of stuff in it. And a carpenter. Ooh, what is this? I don't know what that is. As well as coke oven and crude blast furnace. Has he done anything else downstairs? He's got his bed down here. No, he hasn't. But as one person, he's got some of these draconic chests too, which are really sick. Look at the stuff in there. Look at the amount of that. It's so big, I can't even fit it on my screen. And I have a 1440p 27-inch screen, so everything should be able to fit on this thing. But yeah, he got a book as well, just like my book of Sephiroth, as well as the third person did, Sleyvas. We'll go at his house next. What is this? Engineer's manual. Interesting. But yeah, he's been a busy beaver, and rumor has it he has nano armor on the way. So I'm very interested in that. I'm going to head out because I'm lagging like a little biatch over here. Jump and fly. Now, for the last part of our tour, we are going to head over to the newest member of the server, who I don't think has been on very much lately. But we are going to head over there nonetheless. This is Sleyvas' house. Sleyvas, welcome to Necrovarium. I actually don't think he's been on since... Yeah, he hasn't been on since the first time he's been on. But Sleyvas is an adventurer. In fact, Chuck left him a gift. I don't want to show what it is, but I left him a gift as well. But he's an adventurer. He's kind of a hermit. Kind of hangs out by himself. So we're not going to bother him too much. If he wants to hang out with us, he can hang out with us as much as he wants. Nice little house here. He does have a couple of collected things, actually, which he's very proud of. Number one is going to be that Crimson Cult banner up there, as well as he does have... I'm just going to show it off for him. He has a Crimson Cult helm as well, which needs repairing, but is still a keepsake. He loves mallow berries. Just in case nobody knew that, he loves mallow berries. So there's that, as well as he has some of these trees, like this tree over here is one of his rares. This is a larchwood tree from forestry. It's got mundane larch leaves on it, and he's got one more. Is it this tree? This is a lime tree. Yeah, so he's got silver lime leaves, lime wood. We are not touching these trees. These are his special trees. Look at how many mallowberry bushes he has. Jeez. Get a room. Anyways. You will learn more, hopefully, about Sleyvas once he starts doing some recordings. Yeah. What else is there? So, yeah. The world of Necrovarium is changing. It is changing. I don't know if it's for better or for worse. The administration wasn't as bad as it sounded like, but according to Zephyrus, the sins of the administration were many. And I don't really know what that means. So we are back at the Necro Labs. Yeah, that kind of just concludes this tour here. There wasn't really much happening here. You know, a lot of stuff has been updated, and there's a lot of neat stuff happening, but it's just not anything more than that. So, but I guess we'll see. I guess we will see what happens. Like I said, we put that one prayer and it was answered pretty quickly, I guess. I think actually what's going on, what's causing the lag, is the fact that this thing is filling back up. But yeah, so I did come up with the final goal of the Necro Labs. Now, the final goal is going to be a big project. And I will be honest, some of you may or may not like this, but I have watched a lot of episodes of Rendog. Rendog is a YouTuber who does Minecraft, and he had a series where he was building this gigantic space station that just hovered over the planet, and its goal was, it was called the Ren Star. Its goal was to suck the world dry of all of its resources, and he got pretty far into it. He got, actually, he got one of the, I think it was like, let's see, it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It was like 7 or 8 modules in a star pattern. One of the modules was the power system, and it was 2 nuclear reactors. And it was, I mean, it was just a massive structure, and it was really cool to watch him. And then after a while, he just stopped playing it. I don't know if it was because the mod pack got old, or if it just, if he lost all of his game saves or what have you. But I'm gonna kind of do my own thing with that. I want to create something that will just, that requires just an insane amount of something that's just sufficient. That's what the Necrolabs was supposed to be. It was supposed to be this chasm of just labs and things and rooms that would contribute and eventually make this place self-sufficient, so I would never have to leave. That is my ultimate goal. That is my ultimatum for this series, and that is what I will work towards. So, without any further ado, thank you all for watching. I hope you are having a great time. If you liked this video, I ask that you please throw a like down below, and if you want to see more, I ask that you please subscribe as well, because that lets me know I'm doing a good job. And if you either of those don't suffice, throw a comment down below and tell me how I can do better. With that said, thank you all for watching, and we will see you in the next episode. Bye!